President Biden called on Congress to crack down on, quote, junk fees in his State of the Union address earlier this week.
But what exactly are junk fees and what's being done about them? Consumer Reporter Heather Sullivan joining us with some smart sense on how to avoid them in the first place. Hey, Heather.
Yeah, so junk fees are those extra charges that are not in the price that you are asked to pay at hotels, service fees when you're buying tickets, early termination fees, fees for that late payment, and bank overdrafts. The fees just keep adding up, like a $30 fee for overdrafting your bank account to buy a $3 cup of coffee.
We have a payment system that's become a reverse Robin Hood, where lower income people who are living paycheck to paycheck are getting hit with fees, minimum account fees, overdraft fees.
In his State of the Union address, President Biden called on Congress to pass the Junk Fee Prevention Act.
Those hidden surcharges too many companies use to make you pay more.
Like airline booking fees, service fees for buying tickets, resort fees, early termination fees from cell phone, TV, and internet providers, and those high credit card late payment fees.
As fees add up, people may find their monthly budgets busted and necessities like rent, utilities, and food harder to afford.
And the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is proposing limiting credit card late payment fees from as much as $41 down to $8. Many banks already voluntarily eliminated or reduced their overdraft charges, including Capital One, JP Morgan Chase, and Bank of America. But some banks argue customers can opt out of overdraft protection and that it provides a safety net to avoid missing payments. But consumer advocates say the fees are hurting lower income customers the most.
Run for the hills, right? Consumers need to look at banks that are offering better deals because they're out there.
Yeah, so I've put links to the banks that offer no or low fees, and you can find those lists on Sullivan Smart Sense on Fox26Houston.com. You really shouldn't be paying a lot of fees at banks anymore. If you are, go ahead and change banks.
Okay, so what do we do if we want to try to avoid some of these other fees? Because they just kind of pop up.
They really do. So you really need to ask those questions, you know, before you book the hotel or before you buy those tickets online. If you don't like the fees, that's called shop around if you can. Here's one way, though, that you can try and cut them down. These fees sometimes pop up when you're getting a mortgage. That's when you can ask to have some of those fees waived, and people do have some success when doing that.
All right, good information there. Thanks so much, Heather.